Yeah.
Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to the BIPOC Happy Hour. Today is Friday. We've completed another week, and we're glad for everybody to be here. And I want to say hello to the Pride. Hello, everybody. How y'all doing?
Yeah,
What's
yeah.
the fist for?
What's the fist for?
He on Bobby's shirt.
What if whatever you want to perceive it to
Awesome.
be? Because it can go many ways. Happy Trans Day, by the way.
All right. Today is a day of Trans Remembrance. And I just want to let everybody know what that means. Today is Transgender Day of Remembrance. That is a day that recognizes the violence, murder, and transphobia that has robbed our world of our transgender siblings. It is a day that recognizes the humanity of our communities, and it's a day to recommit to the work of dismantling systems of oppression that harm our most vulnerable. Transphobia, racism, it's not misogyny, and xenophobia. Today is a Transgender Day of Remembrance. So we want to say that to all of our brothers, all of our sisters out there. Hey, y'all, we out here for you. Anybody else got anything they want to say? I know my brother over there, Rox, had something to want to say earlier. I think. Well, anybody else got anything going on at this moment?
You still can give on mn.org. So, I mean, if you really want to give to MNPOC Pride this year, because we are still trying to raise money because we can't hold our festival, and it's another way for us to raise money, keep our doors open. So if you want to text to give, or go to givemn.org, and you can still give.
And I want to say that I did thank everybody for supporting the POC. I had to put it in certain words, supporting the POC. I thanked everybody for that. And I did say that it's still not too late to donate. You can give. And I put the link up there. So if you guys would share that, it'd be much appreciated. And we did get some donors. We did. Dennis and I'll talk to you after that.
That's great. But now the same way y'all gave to us, we gonna give to you for Thanksgiving. You understand? You keep listening to this podcast, we're giving away $100 gift card for Thanksgiving. So keep on listening. And when we tell you to do something, just do it so you get that money. But no, so what we're gonna talk about today?
We're gonna talk about trans.
I don't see his outfit back there, so I can't go on that anymore.
Well, sometimes he's got to change it up.
That used to be my topic of conversations. But it's Friday, so what y'all doing today? Y'all doing anything extra? Y'all chilling out?
Today is a chill day. It's just one of those days. You done worked all hard this whole week, and it's kind of chilly outside, so it's just one of those relaxing days.
I can't believe there's no snow on the ground yet, though.
I'm glad there's no snow on the ground. We don't need snow on the ground.
But you don't?
I don't. I hate snow. I'm only in Minnesota strictly for the business. It's strictly no snow to be involved.
Right.
I'm not understand about the snow. This is Minnesota, and it should be snow. We missed your voice, Roxanne. I know you had something to say earlier.
Sorry, I jumped out to get a picture of this amazing light up for the 35W bridge because It's lit up in the trans colors.
Purple.
The 35W bridge, the Lowry Bridge, and the Target building.
I read that today. I read that. Good job. You out there. It's beautiful, isn't it?
It is.
Yeah. Look, I'm about to walk to the corner. I can see it.
It's wonderful that we're doing stuff like that.
You're in the right location, Nikki. You're in the perfect location.
Shout out to CVP Jenkins and the 8th Ward office for making sure that happened this year.
Awesome. We don't want to leave anybody out.
Rock stars.
How you doing?
So I was curious that this is supposedly, our new president's coming to town. Our old president's going out. This is like, our chance to do what?
Meaning. I'm not quite getting the question.
I mean, all this, stuff that people are saying that, we're going to need to get to the COVID virus, we need to do this, need to do that. What exactly do we need to do?
Breathe. Again.
You talking about for COVID?
For moving forward in life, period. I want a perfect relationship. I want what was coming to me.
Bruh, you looking for a perfect relationship, you might as well watch the Hallmark movie.
I don't know. Nobody has a perfect relationship.
Because I don't. I mean, it may look like it, but it's not. I mean, we go through our issues like every other relationship.
What you mean it may look like it? It is like it.
Everybody has that on a certain that skin surface look, but deep down inside, once you get to look at it, it can be totally different.
Yeah, you can smile all day and be hell at home. I'm not saying that's what goes on in my house, but I'm just saying.
Right.
So,
because you never let the outside of the house know what's going on in the inside. That's just not cute.
I just keep this buck smile going, just cheese.
Right, we just got to fighting each other. Walk out that door like nothing happened.
Is that how you do it? So I shouldn't be saying anything about my relationship in public. I should be pretending it's okay, and on the outside, let people think that everything is perfectly fine.
Depends on the situation.
So how do you get help?
Because not everybody you need to lie to, and not everybody you want to share with.
Listen, it's just like any disease. If you don't admit you have it, how do you help yourself get out of it? How do I know if I got a good or bad relationship if I can't really talk about it?
You have to go to somebody that specializes in it, just like the doctor, and can help you with those situations.
They're not necessarily a doctor. You can talk to your close friends. You know what I mean? Your friends just can be your backbone, tell you when you're wrong. If you got the right friends, they tell you when you're wrong and tell you when you're right. You understand what I'm saying? So if you talk to them, I mean, it should work. I mean, it's never just keep quiet, because you keep quiet, you could be in an abusive relationship and we may not never hear from you.
Well, what if your friend is telling you that your boyfriend is cheating with another boyfriend? Are you gonna believe it?
Now here we go with that friend thing. The friend thing is you don't give them advice. You just listen. He would have to make that decision on his own of what to do. You can listen. Now, if it was me, this is what I would probably do, but I could be wrong because there's no right or wrong answer. Hey, I'll listen to whatever you got to say, even though I don't agree with it, or I do. If I don't agree with it, I ain't going to say nothing. I'm just going to listen. And he has to make that decision himself on what to do. Yes, we can tell people as a friend what's right from, but it's certain things because people are very sensitive.
Yes.
Very, very sensitive. Like you can't, like Bobby, I can't come and tell you and say, well, I mean, I probably could because I'm your friend, but something as simple like this, Bobby, your hair, do you dye your beard and your hair? And you say, yeah, Nikki. And I say, why you dyeing your shit? And you say, because I want to look younger. And I say, but Bobby, I like the way you look with your salt and pepper. Don't dye it anymore. And you be like, okay, it look funny, Nikki. See, that's something that's you probably wouldn't be sensitive about. But when you come to relationships and you tell them you wrong, people don't like that one.
But I have talked to you personally and talked to you about certain things, for instance, my children. You know what I'm saying? You set me straight and let me know I have to think about my other mate. You know what I'm saying? Because I want more children. But you set me down with like, Bobby, listen, I know you want more children, but what your mate want? You feel what I'm saying? But that's what I expect from a friend, to let me know you can't think about yourself.
But not everybody has one of those.
Bobby, I'm sorry you remember that I did say.
No, I love it. I mean,
I
I
didn't
cherish
say that.
it
I did.
because
I do.
I want folks to tell me when I'm wrong. Like if I give you a cake and it's something wrong with it, I want you to tell me. You feel what I'm
But
saying?
you wasn't wrong for wanting more kids, though. You
No,
wasn't
no,
wrong for wanting more
but
kids.
I wasn't thinking about him. You feel what I'm saying? And that's what
I
made,
agree. See, that's wrong.
and that's
You
what
know,
I,
what if he don't want no more kids?
but that's what I love about
As a
her.
conversation.
That's what we had, a conversation. I had to sit down and talk to him and say, dear, I mean, what's up? You know, I wouldn't mind another one or two more. You know what I'm saying? But he's like, that's too much, you know.
And you're like, oh, you see, you didn't think about it like that. I'm just trying to look at it from different perspectives. You know, I see yours and I get it because I wish today that I would have had more than one child. Because well, she had, look, she's not here right now. But anyway, you know, I'm thinking, you know, damn, I should have had more than one kid. You know what I'm saying? Hey, but it didn't. But what if my mate, you know,
You
that was
know,
another thing.
that's Nikki, that's interesting because you know, I love my kid, and you know, I don't know if I wanted one more or not. I don't know if I needed one more. You know, so I'm thinking like, man, that's a hard thing to say to someone else that you have a lover that you want to adopt or take on someone's kids and take care of them for the rest of their life.
Life. Yep. It's a lot.
That takes
You
a
know,
lot.
if you gonna ask your spouse that question, you know, I didn't know when I came into the situation maybe 5 or 6 years ago that you wanted 6 motherfucking kids.
It goes back to that communication at the beginning of the relationship.
Yeah, like mine. I
Got
told
to.
mine off the break, I want kids. But I'm saying my purpose for not having children so young was because I wanted to enjoy life. I wanted to do everything without no burden. You understand? If I wanted to run and go to Vegas, I can go to Vegas. Don't have to worry about a babysitter.
Okay, now.
You know,
Now,
I have to address Ina because I usually think that you're the voice of reason, and I love that. But in this instance, I think, you know, I have a son and I was married once. You know, we had this argument about having a son then. So I mean, how do you approach that situation delicately without, you know, saying I don't want that kid? I mean, that is the hardest thing in the world to tell your lover, you know, I don't think this will be good for us in the future, even though it's a child.
But that's part of that conversation. And then you have to decide if you all have different goals moving forward for the future of the relationship. Are you willing to compromise? If you're not willing to compromise, then don't move forward in that relationship because it's going to present a challenge later if you want kids and your partner doesn't. But that's why you should work those things out in the beginning. You really should have those conversations in the beginning of the relationship.
You have to have those conversations. Me as a gay uncle took the liberty of helping family out, and I took in my nephew. Well, that still was a conversation, regardless if it's my blood. I still had to have that conversation with my spouse at the time to make sure everything would go smooth.
But it's your house. It's
It
your,
doesn't.
you know, it's your
That's my
family.
that's my spouse too.
That's the
but
thing,
also you have to have a spouse that's willing to do the same thing for you. If they
right?
were
Right.
in a situation where their nephew was in trouble, would you put everything down and help them out? You feel what I'm saying? And I'm blessed with that because I was in that same situation. I'm a
Mine was awesome.
I'm an uncle, a gay uncle, and you know, my nephew was my great nephew. I adopted him. He's here with me now. You see what I'm saying? But I had to have that conversation with my spouse, you know, and he agreed with it because if it was on the other foot, I would be all for it also because you know how I am. You feel what I'm saying? So it's all about communicating.
Everything is communication. The biggest thing is communication. That's how you find and know out everything.
There's no more.
Because if I didn't tell my spouse that my nephew was coming to live and not just to stay for a week, there could have been problems. And I didn't want that for my nephew, nor my spouse, nor my peace of mind.
I don't know how it cannot become an issue at some point, even though I agree with it. You know, It's like at some point this gets out of hand.
That would happen. That can happen, and a lot of times it does happen. But again, communication is what holds that. That's the glue that holds relationships together, regardless if you're sexual or friends or family. Communication holds relationships together.
I don't know how long that sort of communication is supposed to, because at some point we always take that communication at that when it first started, and then as it grows, it dissipates.
A lot of people don't know how to communicate well with each other. They think they do, but they don't.
But I don't understand when that communication thing breaks down, when you decide the thing in the first place, and then over time it gets worse and worse and worse. How do you deal with that?
Well, it depends on that situation, because if you start out, again, we don't use my example. We'll stay on my example. Me taking in my nephew. We had to talk. The nephew moved in. I mean, and you have everyday problems because it's a child. You're raising a child, so that's not gonna be that's not a cakewalk for nobody, gay, straight, or alien. Doesn't matter. So you will have ups and downs, but again, communication is what keeps y'all together, or it should. And if it doesn't, that meant y'all went to be together.
And then it balanced out for us. You know what I mean? You know, Milton is more active than I
I
am.
noticed that. I noticed that.
Milton is more active than I am. So, you know, and I'm the disciplinarian. I'm a teacher. I'm the disciplinarian. You know, folks look at me like, okay, you have a 5-year-old, but your 5-year-old have chores. Yes, my 5-year-old have chores. I had chores at 5 years old.
Sound like me,
my mother
Bobby.
had 9 boys.
And one
she
thing
didn't put her foot down at when I was. You know what I'm saying? It could have went many different ways. You know what I'm saying? But it's showing them responsibilities. But we all play a part. You know what I mean? Because I'm the disciplinarian, but I try to make sure that I'm not the one that he hates.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying?
Right.
But
I went over the line.
And Bobby, one thing I noticed, and I'm gonna say this to you, and I'm sure you're gonna tell him. One thing I noticed, he wasn't for sure about it, but he has embraced it.
Yes, he has.
To the fullest.
Because you remember we had this conversation. This is the conversation we had at one of our events. You know what I mean?
And you could tell he tight with me, laying all on me, Nikki. Hey.
Yeah, in the beginning he didn't want no kids, but when he came, it was something totally different.
And
I see a totally different person.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So this is like they best friend. They best friends. You know what I mean? All of us is like we all have our own ways. You know, we all men. You feel what I'm saying? So we let it be. You know, Milton deal with him how he deal with him, and he know when he come to me is fun.
I think that maternal instinct kicks in when you know you have that responsibility. The maternal instinct for men kick in, and you just go with it. But if your spouse is not working with the plan, maybe they don't have it, and y'all just can't be together.
Right.
Because my partner and I had a lot of conversations for the years until my nephew got out of school.
And then it's nothing. My household is perfect. Trust me, we've been through it. We've been through hell. You understand? We just have worked out to figure out what ticks each other off. You understand what I'm saying? So I know when to push his buttons, and he know how to push mine. You feel what I'm saying? So when I feel like you irritated, I be like, "What, you want to fight? Today you want to argue? Let me know, because I can get prepared." You feel what I'm saying? We can just go at it. You feel what I'm saying? So when I feel that you got in that mood, and vice versa, you feel me? So you know, it's about learning each other as time goes on. I mean, it's all a learning experience. No one is perfect. I'm nowhere near perfect. I'm not Jesus or Jesus or whoever you want to call him. You know, I'm not him.
Communication. That is the word of the day. Communication.
And I'm not good at communicating either. You understand? You know, I'm gonna keep it real. I'm not. So, but it works. He's a communicator. He talks this shit out. You know what I'm saying? I just catch an attitude, but then eventually I talk it out. I let you know how I felt. You know what I'm saying? What's my issue? You know?
But, well, a quick question. If if your spouse came to you, Dennis, and said, well, okay, my sister's kid I need you to take my kid. I need you to keep him for 6 months because I'm down. I can't do it. Today, this is 2020. Would you do it? Because that's that's a conversational piece that you just can't get slapped with.
Okay. Can I be, if I can be honest, I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it. You know what? I would want to put no child through the situation I'm going through at my house. So that would be something that I'd rather think about very deep on if they want to listen to me and this who argue, go back and forth. I don't know what they're used to. If they're already traumatized. I have a very interesting situation that is not contagious for anyone else to be in that. I don't think. I mean, I don't know until I can find my own place or something like that, that I would want anyone. I just feel that's a hard question to answer because I would love to help my nephew out, but it would make my relationship better because then I would have to say, we'll split things 50-50. Who's going to pay for him? It's just not
a conversation.
I don't know if that conversation.
And you're not wrong for not wanting to. That's why you want to have that conversation with your partner to know if that is even possible. Because if you got anxiety about it, that's not going to make, like you said, that's not going to make any good for the child nor your partner.
And
or your mentor.
I don't know, because one day I might have to go somewhere, run something, go to the store, leave them there asleep. I just don't. I don't know.
It's a lot to it. It's a lot to it.
We got dogs. I mean, it's a lot. It's going to be.
Trust me, I know. Being a person that's always been on the go, I'm a traveler. I like to go out of town every chance I get. You know what I'm saying? If I can go, I'm gone. If it's an event going on, I'm doing it, or I'm planning the event. But the blessing is that you work with it. You know what I'm saying? Don't get me wrong. I'm not gonna stop traveling. That means at a young age, he's gonna be in a lot of places that he probably wouldn't have been in when he was in a different situation. You know what I'm saying? Because my mama sure did travel with us, and she had 9 boys. You feel what I'm saying?
Children are portable.
Huh?
Children are portable.
Sure.
Yeah, they're portable, but your wallet ain't portable. That takes a lot to help them travel.
What you would be doing. You understand what I'm saying? It's just you just got to cut something that you was about to do. That big bottle of Hennessy that you was about to buy. Oh no, you can't get that big bottle of Hennessy this time.
Now you're talking about sacrifices.
That's what I'm saying. You just got to scale it down.
I don't think it's even the money part of sacrifice. I think it's the trauma that I think the person would go through dealing with some of the shit that we go through and we don't have it figured out yet. Because I can take care of the child myself. I wouldn't need my lower self. I got enough capital to do what I need to do with that other person, but I don't have enough strength to put up with the BS that the child had to go through, I had to go to, for allowing him to be there with me, or even listen to this stuff. He ate my this, he did this stuff, he ate my shoe. Like the dog tore up one of my shoes. I don't like the damn dogs anyway. So I said, the dog tore up my shoes, what's he gonna do about this? Stuff like those things like that.
Your mate saying that, oh, he ate my food, or he doing this, or he broke that. That's what you're saying. Your mate was that.
I don't know. We haven't been through that yet. We haven't been there yet. If that person was to come there, I don't know what situation we get into. So I'm thrusting this person into something that I'm not quite sure if he would or he wouldn't. Now, if I can get a person I know he'll take on my child with love, if he did that, yes, but I don't know.
And it's hard to find anybody that you would automatically know he's gonna take my child with open arms. That's a hit and miss, even if you was a straight couple, male and female that just had that's still a hit and miss. There's no way to gauge any of that. It's just That's something you have to work through.
Yeah.
Because when mine came, and my partner and I, neither one of us had kids, and our lives had to change completely, everything, and it was a big ordeal, but yet we made it through it, and I don't regret anything through all of that. It taught me a lot, but it's a big change. And you can't guarantee your partner, because even when you married to somebody, they can get up and walk out the door and never come back.
Amen.
I mean, that's just real.
Hopefully mine don't leave.
Right.
But right now we fine. We see future. You feel what I'm saying? So, we planning to buy, so those are the things that we're communicating about. We doing life insurance. We teaching him how to bank, shit like that. So right now we in for the long run to death do his part, and we ain't even married, so it's just that I just and that's from a lot of bullshit. You feel what I'm saying? Amongst the 16 years, you feel what I'm saying? Because we did our shit, and everyone communicate differently. We can sit here and be talking as soft as we are now, and we can this is communication. But someone could be on 20, but that's the way they communicate, and everyone may think that they arguing, but is this not how that's how it is? That's the way they are. That's how they are. You feel what I'm saying? So communication can come in many forms. We can be sitting here screaming, but you hear what I say. You feel what I'm saying? I'm just a little bit hyped at the moment, but you hear me.
But that takes time to get to that.
Right. It's what you're going to do with it, But I just hope everyone, just realize you're never going to have a perfect. No one's on this planet is perfect.
Nothing is perfect.
No one on this planet is perfect. Okay, you won't have that hallmark story, which I'm kind of in my feelings about. And that's the reason why I'm about to start my podcast talking about television channels and movies and different things. Because I watch Hallmark. I love Christmas.
What do you call those, Ray?
But
Chick flicks.
But I don't see enough black joints on TV. You understand what I'm saying? That's what I tweeted the other day. I'm like, okay, come on, y'all, actors and actresses. I don't see enough black cartoons. I don't see no black holiday movies. I mean, it's
Bobby, it's only been 50 years that you've been able to do anything. Did you expect them to create all of those in 50 years?
If you got people out here like Tyler Perry and Oprah Winfrey, they're supposed to been up on it. You have your own television station.
Well, they do have a new one coming out with Felicia Rashad. They're getting ready to come out with one, but it takes time.
For children.
Yes, it's a Felicia Rashad Christmas special thing.
Come on, Bob, y'all. How much Tyler Perry can he do? He come out a movie every week. Damn, that's enough.
Right, give him. It's only him. He's the only one throwing them out. Right, but I mean, but there is a Christmas special coming out this year.
But I didn't. And Tyler Perry, though. But Tyler Perry have a whole movie set.
Right.
So maybe I'm not saying it's all on him. Same way we felt about Obama, but I'm just saying there should be folks out here gearing towards that. You feel what I'm saying? Because it's been many years. We got many producers. We got a lot of folks, but they're not gearing like having cartoons on the television on a regular about our kids.
They're just now starting them.
We should fight Eddie Murphy. He could have been done this. He's got all that money. He got a whole plantation.
Remember, just because they want to do it does not mean somebody's going to back them and let them do it.
The only thing we had good growing up was what we was good growing up. You feel what I'm saying? We seen our faces on TV as a family. We was good. We had Bill Cosby. We had that. We had A Different World. We had Family Matters. We had people that was on TV that we can see that remind us of someone in our family or something. Now you really can't see that much of us. You see girlfriends, they talk about girls. I'm talking about little stuff that kids can watch. And I don't see that. And
hopefully they bringing it up. Hopefully it will come out shortly.
Because I love Hallmark, but they just need some more black people, black movies.
So it's gotten better though. I mean, I've been watching those movies for, I don't know, a very, very long time. And there are a lot more
Black
black
actors.
in the movies. Vivica used to be the only one. She used to be their go-to. I think she's producing some of them now. And then you have Lifetime that's moved into the space too. And they've brought back a lot of those actors from the movies or the series in the 90s. So Dwayne and Whitley from A Different World, they've been on quite a few of the Hallmark movies. The one girl from the Fresh Little Sister, what's her name?
Tia Tamara. I've been watching her. I
Well,
see.
no, not the twin sisters, the little pretty chocolate girl from the Fresh Prince show.
Tatiana Ali.
Yeah, so
Tatiana Ali.
They just did a reunion, didn't they?
Huh?
Yeah,
She sure have. And also Rudy Huxtable, the girl from the Cosby. She been doing them too. Yeah.
So
and that's on Lifetime?
Yes, Lifetime has way more than Hallmark does. And then also Ion used to have some, but I can run you down some Black Christmas movies. You got The Best Man Holiday.
Oh, Lord.
This
Christmas. Holiday. I know.
This Christmas was good. Yes, it was. That shit was funny.
Holiday calendar on Netflix.
They got some new stuff now. Yep, and then they got this New York Christmas thing with the black. Yep, and then they got the new one with Forrest Whitaker. I want to watch it with the kids.
Django.
I want to watch it with the kids.
That's the Django with the Felicia Rashad that I was just talking about.
And with Forrest Whitaker. Yep. I want to watch that with the kids, my great niece and my great nephew. Yep, they got a lot of black ones keep coming out. Yep, that's correct.
You gotta there's Marry Me at Christmas. It's like a series, like three-part series. It's of all black family. Who else?
Well, you need to give me a list, bro, because I don't be seeing in my feelings, so I have to jump in.
You gotta look for them. Like they usually ain't on TV like that, but and so I'll connect you. I'll actually.
I want to show.
It's a lot of them for kids. Most of them are. They kid friendly.
I'm a kid. I'm a big kid. Look what I can do.
Me too.
Now, let me start now. I miss Toys R Us. I was waiting for that book. And then I'm a father now, and they don't even send the book anymore.
You're a father.
That's really messed up Toys R Us.
You know what I hate? I don't get the Sears catalog anymore. That used to be my favorite thing, to get the Sears catalog. I would circle
Sears catalog.
What, you don't remember it?
Montgomery Ward, shit.
When I was 5.
Montgomery Ward was weak. The Sears catalog had it all. You can have what do you mean? The robots in the back.
Who sat up and looked in the Sears catalog?
Oh, Ray.
Oh, come on now.
Well,
y'all didn't sit there collecting.
Listen, Ray, I'm not, while you ate breakfast cereal, you had the book on the table, all kids sitting around, and we flipped through it. And we would always say, that's what I want.
The book on the table. I had the cereal box on the table trying to get through the maze or something like that, or looking for the prize in the box. I ain't
definitely not looking for the Sears catalog.
But I used to work for Sears, and I miss Sears though, because they had kids jeans that they you can bring back, and they give you a whole brand new pair if they mess them up, scrape them, or anything like that.
My first job ever was in the Sears candy department.
Loved it.
Yes, I worked in the Sears candy department. That was my very first job.
The first bulk candy situation ever, before Dayton, before anything else, Sears was the place. We go there after church and get caramel corn, popcorn, all kind of goodies, and put them in a big brown bag, and we go home and eat it. I love that.
That made you smile real hard.
Because it was Christmas. They come around every year.
But so that was Macy's for us on the East Coast. We go to Macy's on Montgomery Wards.
So, yes, we had Macy's too. I stay in Chicago, so all the above.
Yeah.
I get the sign that say we about to do a giveaway, y'all. Dennis, explain that giveaway.
That was a subliminal suggestion. I like that. Do that again.
You want me to do it again? It's coming back again, y'all. There it is.
Call for now giveaway. Chance to win for Thanksgiving.
763-412-6170. Call right now for your chance to win.
$100, $100 in a gift.
Caller number.
Call now, 763-412-6170. The first
Caller number.
phone gets that $100 gift card.
Caller
So
number
grab
what?
your phone.
Caller
Grab
number
your
what?
phone. 763-412-6170.
Caller number what? Number
I
one?
better call before I do.
So silly.
All right, we want to
Caller
throw that
number
in
what?
there.
Just say
Caller number.
Hopefully they'll call it. We'll put it back up there again and see if anybody will call us.
give them a
Somebody.
number, Nikki.
Uh-huh.
Give them a number. Call a number what?
Caller number
Hold
5.
down, y'all.
5. Caller
Happy hour.
number
How can I help
5.
you?
Nope. Caller number what?
No, not yet. Just waiting on it. Look at this. This is Bobby. Somebody give me a call.
Caller number 5. That's caller number 1. You got 4 more people. 4 more people. Caller number 5.
It's just y'all. Give us a call.
What's the number again?
763-412-6170. Now that we're trying to help people out for Thanksgiving and all of that, and hopefully somebody will give us a call if they want this money.
If they want this $100 gift card, because they can buy their groceries.
You can buy a lot with that. What y'all gonna do for Thanksgiving this week?
Where's the gift card from? Tell them that.
Target.
Target. So if you buy some groceries and you still got a couple extra dollars left, go get you some laundry detergent. Go get you some bounce. You got a couple extra dollars to do a couple extra things. You don't just have to buy the food. If you do, you do. But hey, you got a couple extra dollars. You at Target, my favorite store. Oh, sorry. I'm sorry. I got carried away.
Is that the word on the street?
That's got to be the word on the street.
Target and Sam's is my favorite stores.
America's favorite store.
Well, what y'all gonna do this week?
Well, what I'm going to do is I gave a list of all the places where they're giving out turkeys and doing Thanksgiving dinners. I'm going to go around to these spots. Don't judge me, but I'm going around to these spots. I'm going to get a turkey and a dinner, and I'm going to give them away. That's what I'm going to do.
Awesome. All
and
right.
then I'm going to cook at home myself. Right now, I'm without a car because my mother and my sister have my car and they doing a Thanksgiving stuff the stuff I didn't get was still gonna do 1-2 things. But anyway, that's what I'm gonna do for Thanksgiving. And then I'm gonna go to this church and serve dinner on Thanksgiving from
Ray with the BIPOC happy
hour.
hour.
That's my
wow.
Then I'm gonna come back home and eat.
Are we social distance?
Who am I speaking to?
Yes.
So we got to do stuff on at home.
Well, I'm gonna cook at home also. I always do. Then I'm gonna go there and
I'm gonna get some information from you. Can you hold on just a second?
Can you mute us, Ramel, please?
So much I gotta do just to do it. Well, we have Milton on the line who's calling in to get that $100 gift card.
Can you mute me? Can you mute?
I had to ask all these questions. So I will be back and I'll get the information. Y'all keep going.
Okay. Ooh, Lord. Okay.
Y'all not right.
Okay. So, what you gonna do, Dennis?
I want to know when the article with the word on the street, I want to understand that when you wrote about the election, do you feel it's over? Or do you feel we just count votes?
It's over. Why should we be counting votes? It doesn't matter.
Why?
because it's over. The election was what, November the what, 4th?
3rd.
3rd. And what's today?
The 20th.
If they ain't figured it out by now, just like the last president, what president was that they were saying that he cheated and stuff, and it was in Florida, and he had people there,
Wasn't
whatever.
it Bush?
Yep. Did we go through all this with him? Nope. It's over.
Actually, they did. They kept counting. I think the Supreme.
Yeah, they did. Like they doing now. They going through the motions. That's what I'm saying. They going through the motions. It's over. They going through the motions because they got to. Because they did it before. See what I'm saying? They did it before. So they got to. They got to be fair. But I think it's over. I mean, you know, hey, check out my word on the street. See what the people say. I'm really neutral. You know, of course I voted. You know, that's something that I really don't talk about. That's why the other day y'all was talking, I don't talk about politics. I don't do religion either. Because everybody have their own opinion and perspective, and I don't have no problem with that. So I don't say nothing.
So that is true. Everybody have their own opinion and own concepts about everything. But I'm not trying to say that we talk about religion or not talk about religion. I'm saying when people impose their ideas or beliefs on you, how do you stop that?
It's in your mind. Okay, I got a good example for y'all today. It's in your mind, right? I'm cooking the BLT, I'm sorry. So my girlfriend calls me today, right? She tells me, which you can't stop it because once it's released from somebody's mouth and it's on your ears, what you gonna do? What you gonna do? And that's the problem that a lot of us have. Once it's released from your mouth, you can't take it back. Whether it was hurtful to somebody, whether it was good for somebody, no matter what it was, you can't take it back because you released it and somebody heard you and it was on your ears. Now, my girlfriend said this to me. Now, check this out. She said I told her, because okay, can I be real? Okay, no. She's very sensitive because I can't, no. She's very sensitive. I love her to death. She cool as hell. We got a lot going on with each other. We complement each other. We can work together as business partners. She said this to me. I called her, right? I said, yesterday, you cut me off. You know, you was real short with me. I said, but you never do that. I said, but see how I just came to you as a friend? But when that happened with me and you cut me off, wouldn't answer my call. You know, she was a bitch at it. Wouldn't answer my call because she was in her feelings. Tell me. But I told her. She said, well, I didn't mean to cut you off, Nikki. She said, but I was working on this George Floyd thing, right? I'm like, okay, it's all good. I said, because I ain't tripping, because I ain't sensitive, but it's cool. She said, I was working on this George Floyd thing. And this is what she said to me. She said, no. Why did George Floyd's wife, I mean, not George Floyd, Chauvin, why did his wife request for a divorce 48 hours after he was charged with the George Floyd killings? And I said, well, I told you in that case, she can't testify against, she can testify against him because something else must be going on. Then she said, yeah. She said, come to find out, she's been researching it. The woman is not married to that Asian. The Asian dude is not her brother. I said, okay, well, why are they saying that? She said, see, this is what people not failing to realize. Then guess what she said to me? Now, all day I've been thinking about this. Now I'm finna tell y'all. Now it's about to be on y'all ears. Ha ha! I'm about to give it away. She said, so if the woman wanted to divorce him, she could testify against him, right? I said, yeah. She said, put that bitch on the stand and ask her, did you know George Floyd? And what was your relationship with him?
Oh, bless her heart.
I said, good one. I said, huh? She said, what connection? Ask that bitch, did you know him already? What was your relationship with him? Let's see what her answer is. She said, that's all I want to know. What is her answer?
Would that make a difference?
Yes, it would. A big one.
And why?
If she already knew him, it would definitely make a difference. If she did, but so the attorney wouldn't grant her a divorce because the attorney said there's some fraud shit going on in there. What's happening? Something ain't right with that situation. Which I agree that something ain't right is because 48 hours later, bitch, now you want to get a divorce. Why did you didn't do that before? What's been going on?
So are they gonna grant it to her?
They didn't, not yet. But if they do, she can testify against him. If they don't, she can't.
Why can't she testify against her husband?
Because that's her husband. You know about law in court. You cannot testify against your spouse. You know about that. Come on, dude.
No, I've watched quite a bit of forensic files, and I've seen spouses testify against their husband.
No, you ain't never seen nobody testify against their mate if they still married. Look it up. Google it.
You can totally testify against your mate if you're still married. What it gives you is the right not to.
That's what I thought.
Well, I ain't never seen nobody testify against their spouse.
Well, and like I said, I've seen on forensic files, and I've seen them do it.
But it gives you.
Go ahead. No, I was just saying I've seen on forensic files that they've done it.
I ain't never seen nobody do that ever.
Well, whatever happens, I hope they do something because I think it's kind of juicy.
Well, they don't do that on Law and Order.
Did y'all see Lies of the Day at the 38th in Chicago?
No, what happened?
Lies. One thing she did, she got, this Liza, the gatekeeper. I don't never record, but I'm recording today. She walked around and then she said, hey, we at the gas station, this dude that made a tent, the encampment. See, now right there, she started something. She don't know she did, but she did. Now all the people that got tents, they can't make them leave. Where they going? They got a fire.
What do you mean start an encampment?
They got a tent. They got a bonfire. They got chairs and tables. They got a waffle iron. All kind. Man, they got
a waffle iron. All right.
They got electric?
I don't know where they getting it from. They got the bathroom right there.
So they started living there?
Yes.
But some of the equipment
one
now.
Person so far. One tent so far. Now I bet you by the end of the week it's gonna be lots of tents. She just
a lot of camping utensils are battery pack or gas pack. So you can use a hot plate with battery or with a gas, with a small propane tank. So it's possible.
And that's dangerous, but it's something that they need to do, and I don't understand. All these buildings that's open and vacant, and all these big, beautiful buildings that y'all building, build a homeless shelter for these people. We are in Minnesota. It's cold. When I rode past Cedar again, going to get my hair done, it was unbelievable that they was back out there again. Why don't they have a spot for them? What they gonna do? Then I was riding past parks over here in my area, camped out. What they gonna do about that?
Can't you build something to house people like that other than a seasonal housing center or something like that? Is that possible?
They already have buildings that is being unused. Look, the Raymart building, the Century Plaza, they done built other shit, but those are still empty. Look, you know where the Kmart and where it used to be the Super Value? That's right there. Look at that huge parking lot. You can control that.
You got all these empty CVS buildings.
Empty.
You got churches that I've seen that has become vacant. especially on the north side. You got a whole lot of vacancies over there.
So what would you do with them?
If I just opened them where people just come and just bring a sleeping bag and lay on the ground until the next day, I'm satisfied with that. At least I know they out the cold. And probably provide some type of food, bag food or something like that. That's all I would do because that's all the means I would have. As long as I get you from out that snow and try
How
to
would you couldn't regulate that. People would, I mean, that would be a logistic nightmare almost, trying to control those people, trying to control when people come in, COVID-19.
don't
I
they
mean,
do that at shelters now?
I'm not quite sure how they do it at shelters right
They
now, but
control it. Everyone can't come in there. Any and everyone can't come in the shelter. They control it. They probably test you now too.
They have to figure it out. They got to. They have to have stipulations. They have to have boundaries. They have to figure it out. They building too many things around here for these people to be out in the tent, you know. And I'm real passionate about that part. I don't know nobody that's out there, but I do know that Donna Redmond was from KMOJ and her son was out there and she couldn't find him. When she did find him, he was dead at the age of 22 years old because he OD'd off fucking fentanyl. She didn't know, but he didn't want to come home. That's what he chose. But if there was something else that they needed help with, they got a house. If they was cold, it was freezing. Hell yeah, drugs and liquor gonna keep you warm.
Yeah.
Being in the tent with other people will keep you warm. When you high, you warm. You don't care if the cold don't bother you.
Oh Lord, I didn't know it was that bad.
Yeah. Kids. And the thing is kids dying. Kids. Not these grown-ass people. I mean, not saying that they matter, they do. But kids, like young adults. That boy was 22, but he has some mental illness going on. Went undetected. Nobody.
But we definitely need to work on that, the mental illness part, because a lot of us Black Americans definitely have a problem with that, and it is normally undetected.
Right.
And all that.
But we gotta have the insurance for it first.
Well, let's see how it goes. Well, y'all, while we're on a good note, I want to let everybody know that we did have a call in from Milton Lanier. Shouts out to him who got our first gift card. And then I also want to shout out to Tanisha who called after. And I told her to call us back on Monday. So shouts out to Tanisha too. Thank y'all for calling into the show. Definitely. We appreciate it. And we'll get that out to you before Thanksgiving.
When is Thanksgiving?
Thanksgiving is this Thursday. This coming Thursday. Today's Friday. Up this coming Thursday will be Thanksgiving. And for y'all that are traveling, please be careful. Please be safe. And please try not to bring any bugs home.
Don't travel.
They're asking, but you can't control anybody. So, just be safe if you do have to travel. And all that good stuff. We have any announcements or anything else this week?
Ain't we still adults?
Are we still adults?
Yeah.
Maybe. Does adults do anything different?
Well, I was just saying, don't go nowhere, stay at home. I mean, aren't we adults?
Yeah. What does that mean?
I'm just asking for a friend.
What does that mean? What is the answer that they wanted? We're adults. I mean, that doesn't mean you jump off a cliff because you're an adult, does it?
Are they gonna be adults? Because I know where you're coming from. Are they gonna be adults when they tell them to stay in the house for 6 weeks? Yeah.
See, this is getting confusing because I know Biden just said the same thing, that each state gets to shut down the way it wants to, and there's no consistency needed. That doesn't make sense.
Well, hopefully they'll get that because it does need to be consistency. There's 50 states. It's like having a P section in the swimming pool. There's no sections in the United States. This is all one big piece of land. So you can't shut off this section, and that's it. That's
Wait,
crazy.
wait. You're a pandemic expert?
It doesn't take a pandemic expert to use common sense. If
Yeah.
you got different rules for different places, everything's a botched up. It don't take a. I don't have to be Einstein for that.
I'm not suggesting that you're Einstein. I'm saying a pandemic, at least expert or kind of had some, some kind of game of a thing. Is this your opinion?
It's still the
I don't
same
think you need to be
thing.
pandemic
Yeah.
to realize common sense. You know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah. I mean, because it wouldn't work if everyone do their own thing. If
Right.
they follow the countries that's already shutting down already, because it's proof. When you got facts, it's facts. When you got
Right.
folks like Donald Trump just giving you illusions, then you come up with shit like that, where only states can do whatever they do. But the facts are that China, with 1 billion people, has controlled their shit, and they got more people than we do.
They shut down everything, not just one section. They shut down everything.
What they call it,
and did their thing.
They
call it COVID-19.
Yeah,
we're not gonna use any racist statement from Donald Trump on the show.
Right. Hey, I'm just saying in general. You know what I mean? They just. That's what I'm just saying. The shit that they talk about is just so wrong. The way they called it, how they tell us to deal with it. You know what I'm saying? Right. It's wrong across the board.
I think Donald Trump did a horrible job with that misinformation.
Yeah, I wasn't trying to use it to be derogatory or anything like that.
No, I get you. I was kidding.
Yeah, but yeah, it's just they just fucked up. I know I'm staying in the house and cooking.
Well, so, y'all, I want to let. Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead, Dennis.
So stay in the house cooking. Don't go nowhere. For how much longer?
Until the virus is gone. Are you really expecting somebody to give you a target date? Oh, it'd be over on next Thursday. That doesn't happen.
It's never going to be gone. It's going to be a virus. It's going to be just like the flu. It's going to be here until they figure out how to
eradicate it
or control it. It will be better off. That's what we're looking for them to control it. Get a vaccine to control it. You know what I'm saying? To help it to go against it. Right now, we don't know what to do. You feel me? It's like the new math they're trying to teach us. I don't know that shit. I know how to stack the shit up together, and that's it. You feel what I'm saying? So, so we gotta adapt. Unfortunately, and that's one thing that I'm learning how to do. You feel me? Because I don't want to sit in the house. I love to travel. I just told you that. I have a timeshare, and it's growing dust. It hasn't been used this year.
Y'all, I got an announcement. Got an announcement real quick. I just want to let y'all know that on 12/1, we're having the Sarah Simmons virtual showcase in recognition of World AIDS Day. Performances by Michael T. Rambo, Eddie Robinson, Kevin Jackson, amongst others. It's going to be December 1st, 6 to 8 p.m. on Zoom. If you need more information, you can always give us a call. Again, at that magic number, 612-412, excuse me. Yeah, 612-412-6170. And we can help you out. Anybody else got any other announcements they want to share before we get out of here?
Just make sure you remember it's Trans Day of Remembrance.
Remember, you got a trans friend, please say something to them.
Don't forget the turkey giveaways, New Breed, right at the Capri Theater tomorrow, 10 o'clock, 10 to 2. And then they also got the Phyllis Whitty. You got to register. I sent y'all the registration, and that's at 10 also. And then at the Prism, if you go to the Spokesman Recorder newspaper, it'll tell you everything, all the links. The Prism, they out there from 10 to 4. So I'm going to go volunteer at 2 places, and yes, I'm going to get a turkey. So if any of you guys need a turkey or some dinner, let me know, because I got you.
And don't forget about Bobby BLG. Well, you can't see it this way. Organic body butter, salt, and oils. Yeah, that's BLG body butter, salt, and oils. 100% organic. You can check that out on Facebook and Instagram and on basically all social media platforms. And get your body butters and oils and things like that. It's good for your skin.
Awesome. Everybody, thank you all again for joining us here at the BIPOC Happy Hour. Thank you, Pride, for being here with me. We're going to be here again next week. Next Monday, catch us from 6 to 7. And on that Monday, we'll be giving away something again. So you'll definitely want to get in on that show. So again, this has been the BIPOC Happy Hour. Thank you all. And y'all have a great weekend.
And don't forget to give. You can still give.
Please.